Hey everybody, my name is Hidden Tarmig and welcome to the channel and welcome back for those of you who are returning. We are once again on our Holy Paladin for our Keystone Master Season 3 challenge. We just got to Tazavesh and that's what we're going to be doing. This is going to be a 2 difficulty. This is our second 2 on recording, our third overall. I have done a floodgate on a 2, so I'm kind of not going to be recording every single 2 that I do, just a lot of them. Just some of them. I think we'll do a couple of 2s at first. Maybe 2 2s, 2 3s, and 2 4s, and so on. Been a while since I've done this dungeon, but it should be pretty fun. I remember enjoying it. Yeah, we're about to aggro a big pack. We're going to go ahead and pop that cooldown and focus the big guy. This will be a nice target for us to hit for a while. Group's pretty good. We got a Paladin, we got a Hunter. 3 Paladins actually, so you know it's a great group. And then we got the Hunter and the Warrior. All great classes. The Warrior's Fury, the Hunter is Beastmaster, I believe. If I remember correctly, you're supposed to kill these giant sticks. Looks like I was correct. Missed the interrupt there, just a second too late. Alrighty, looking good so far. This is a route I'm not used to. I'm used to going around the edge. But I believe the dungeon's layout has changed a little bit since this was a dungeon I last did. I'm going to go ahead and pop our little defensive, and we're going to hit up our divine hole. Focus the stick. These are all these dungeons are bringing back huge memories from back in Shadowlands when I first really got into Mythic Plus. That was my first time getting Keystone Master. It was actually on this character, and I was playing with a bunch of my guild at the time. It was a bunch of my friends from like real life friends that I actually know. But we just had a really good time back then, and I miss it. I miss it a lot. But, you know, they've moved on to other games and gotten out of the gear treadmill of World of Warcraft. Pretty sure they're playing Battlefield 1 right now, of all things. But, yeah. Just playing with those guys. That being said, if anyone ever wants to hop in a dungeon and run some mythics with me, feel free to let me know. Not all of them are recorded. I only record, I believe, between 1 and 2 per tier. So we probably won't record many 2s after this, unless it's like a crazy one that I really want to record. Like I probably won't. I didn't record Floodgate because you've seen it already for Season 2. Probably won't record anything you've already seen. But these ones are new. Like, we haven't seen these in a while, so I'm recording them. That's why I recorded Halls of Atonement as well. Also, because it's my favorite dungeon. So, I don't know why, but I loved Halls of Atonement and Sanguine Depths. Those dungeons were always my favorite. I like the others. Honestly, I liked all the Shadowlands dungeons a lot. And I don't know if that's just nostalgia from playing with my buddies. But I sure had a lot of time playing those dungeons. Group is feeling really strong right now. Looks like we got 3 bosses in this dungeon, and this is where we go and fight Hybrid. I remember this guy. Let me make sure my loot spec is correct. Goodness. Go ahead and pop wings. These guys were rough. Actually doing a lot of damage. The group is very good so far at avoiding getting hit, so I'm getting to spend a lot more of my energy on actually dealing damage, which is good. I don't feel like I need to hold on to Holy Power as much, which means that I can contribute. DPS players, tanks, everyone. The less damage you take, this isn't really that big of a deal for tanks, but for DPS players, the less damage you take, the more the healer can contribute, or should contribute, to doing DPS, which will actually increase your time. Or it'll reduce your time, that's what I mean. Now, Holy Paladin kind of passively does damage naturally while it fights to keep its Holy Power up. But when I can afford to drop my Holy Shock on an enemy, that's a huge damage increase. And my Divine Toll as well, dropping that on an enemy, big increase in damage. Oh, I don't quite remember this. I remember we have to activate the consoles in a certain order. I don't remember the order we have to do it in. Here comes the heal. Oh, I think someone has to go up and read. I think the tank goes up and reads out the order. So here's the sanitizing cycle. So he's gonna go read it. I didn't see the other two. This one goes to there. Purple over here. You got it? So that's new. It used to not show you the cycle. You used to have to communicate. Now you no longer have to communicate, which I actually think is a huge win. Even though like communication in these games kind of makes the game better. When you're playing, when you're pugging, and you can't rely on people to do the right thing all the time, for pugging it's a huge win. It makes the game a little more accessible, which I'm always in favor of. We're gonna stop with that empower. Can't have him doing that. And I'll tell you, being able to use these abilities as damage, it'd be really cool if I could actually use what's that ability called? Word of Glory. Eternal Flame is a DPS attack. Can I? Does it do anything? No. Alright, that was a very, very good first kill. Now we gotta wait for the portal to spawn, and we'll move on to the next enemy. Next boss, which I believe... Yep. Oh, this is a different order. I thought you go kill the dragon. Maybe you don't. It's just Grand Menagerie next. Oh, it is the dragon. Is my add-on wrong? My add-on might be wrong. Try to keep these deckhands stunned when they enrage because they are a pain and they do a lot of damage. They do fixate. Once they're done enraging, they're fine. You can just treat them like any other mob. But when they are enraged, make sure you're stunning these guys. Stunning them, CCing, whatever you can do to stop them from moving. I know there's a lot going on screen right now, so it's kind of hard to see what's actually happening. But that is a... I don't know if that's a feature or a bug, but... I don't know if that's intended or Blizzard just likes it being really cluttered on your screen. I think they like it that way. I would love to see a little bit less spell effects. So I think my spell density is like all the way up. No, I only have it on essential. The reason I do that is because it becomes really hard to see when you don't have it that way. We're gonna go ahead and pop a big defensive. And we are going to hit them with that. Start group healing. We're going to pop a defensive on ourselves too, just because why not? Oh boy. Doing good. We're recovering fine. So, when you're not full Holy Power, you want to use Holy Shock. When you're full Holy Power, you want to spend it with either Divine Light or whatever that is, Light of Dawn. And your other thing. Alright, we're going right for the boss. So, for this boss, a big component of it is to stay away from the tail. You don't want to stand in front of her, but you want to stay away from her tail. Her tail does a lot of damage. And you have to aim the Death Beam at the adds. Death Beam will kill the adds. Oh, the adds will kill me. Gotta take that away. Where's our hunter? I don't think we should have fought those adds with the NPC or with the boss. Don't think that was the best fit there. I'm no expert though. Seems like we're doing alright now. I'm gonna pop that and then lay on hands that guy. Yeah, that is a no-go. Yeah, I think we had a little bit of a mess up there. Hopefully it does not cause our group to quit. Yeah. Alright, well that's not good. Alright, welcome back everyone. We're gonna try this fight again. The first one we did not do correctly. So I had to make a cut there. I'm not gonna show you guys the 5 wipes. Though I would love to. I'm starting to get healer fatigue right now. If anyone knows what healer fatigue is, it's when you've wiped a lot of times on a boss, so you start to get exhausted. It's absolutely a term that I just made up. It's really fun. This fight's really fun because as the healer, you just constantly get chained. Get you back up because I want your DPS. Please do this correctly. Please take the battle res and stop typing. We're doing fine, brother. We got this. Oh my god. Take the battle res. This fight is so awful. But look at that. We are probably going to get this. Sometimes I feel like Divine Toll doesn't actually work. Oh no, we got it. Look at that. Good job. Good job. Just release, brother. Alright. Oh, that was our 4th try, by the way. Or something like that. We're at 24 deaths. Really not great. I'm pretty sure that this last boss is going to be an absolute disaster. But, you know, I'm gonna, obviously you guys didn't see all the recordings because I've cut it out, and if you did, then I did my editing really badly, but, I'm planning on cutting out all the nonsense pools that we wiped in. The key to that fight, though, is to keep the dragon against the wall as long as you possibly can, and kill him. Kill him and aim the breath attacks at the ads.
Your cartel has dissolved into dust. I choose to lead mine to glory.
With these Starseers, what you gotta do is just avoid getting hit by them. They throw a frontal out that's pretty powerful. You just don't want to get hit by that frontal. Gonna pop our trinket from last season. We're still using last season's trinket. We're popping it pretty frequently. Want to interrupt unstable rift? Please don't pull too many of these guys. Okay. These guys do a lot of damage, so they're really pushing the healer to his limits here. Yeah, I might be cooked there. I think I got it. I think I'm recovered. Please don't pull more. Okay. Focus these ritualists down. They do a lot of damage if you're doing this dungeon yourself. You want to know how to help the most? Focus down the ritualists. We are dead. Luckily we can spawn right here. Please never pull like that again, guys. That was a really big error. Woo, I love that. I mean, we survived with 2 deaths, so I'll take it, but was it worth it? No. So, like, generally speaking, if you are not comfortable, if you are you need to watch health bars. I know none of the, like, all these DPS players probably can't even see the party bars. That's a very typical DPS thing. They definitely, that's a joke, by the way. They can absolutely see them. But a lot of people don't even look at the bars, except for their own health bar, unless you're playing healer. That is a big mistake. If you're playing DPS, you need to, or tank, especially tank, you need to watch other people's bars, because you need to know how well your healer is doing. If you're not in comms with your healer, a good way to gauge how they're doing, 1 is their mana, 2 is just looking at how much health the party is consistently having. Are they shooting up really fast all the time, or is it like they're kind of getting trucked, they're kind of getting pushed around, and he's kind of taking a while. You can notice a healer that is starting to run out of cooldowns. Alright, kill the assassins pretty quick. Want to gun these guys down very fast. You can notice a healer is struggling without actually being in comms with them by noticing how that if the health bars are consistently staying high, if the group is consistently taking a lot of damage and then all of a sudden their health bars start going up pretty low, so like I did that there, and I probably should have waited a little longer before I popped that. This fight is a two-phase fight, by the way. We're not done yet. Hopefully we have Divine Shield for the next big nasty, as like I like to call it. Gonna get that interrupted. Good job. But yeah, so if people's health bars are bouncing around and like generally being very elastic, like they're coming back to full health pretty quick, and then out of nowhere if you notice that the health bars are like starting to struggle to stay full, that's like a good sign that your healer is like kind of getting his shit rocked. Alright, so don't get hit by the stars. Don't get hit by the stars. Get away from them. He's standing right in it. Okay, we gotta aim. We got three of them. Oh my god. Oh, that was great. Paladin's B-Riz. So this is the hard one. This is the hard phase. So he's gonna do Collapsing Star now. Get out of this. I'll take 2 stacks. It should be fine. Great job, guys.
The power of the first ones. Mine to control.
This is a funny dungeon because like Shadowlands is such a weird expansion because like the dungeons were really good. Like this dungeon is generally pretty awesome if you know the fights. Ooh, I just got wrecked.
You are nothing. You are nothing. Oppose me and be extinguished.
Well, we didn't get all of them. There we go. That did a lot to us though. It was not ideal. But yeah, it's funny. Shadowlands is hilarious because they talk about the first one so much and all this stuff, and I'm pretty sure we never really understood what that is. Like it felt like a dungeon, an expansion that could have been sick, but it just wasn't. And there we go. That's our 2. We're getting rewarded with a champion helmet, which is much needed.
These artifacts for good reason. They are not meant for us. I am grateful our paths crossed, more Warcraft. These troublesome pieces.
Alright, well with that, I am going to call that dungeon right there, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Alright, peace.